1 second. Let's get moving.
Oh, hey, friend. It's so good to see you again. There's no one like you. You can do anything you put your mind to. Just the thing you thought you should know. Are you ready? 'Cause here we go. Wonder Friends. Oh, hey, friend. It's so good to see you again. There's no one like you. You can do anything you put your mind to. Just the thing you thought you should know. Are you ready? 'Cause here we go. Wonder Friends. Wonder Friends. Wonder Friends. It's time for Wonder Friends Show. Yeah, right.
All right, so that would be me hitting the button too soon and it messed up. What's up, guys? How's it going, everybody? So today is Tuesday, Cut It Out Tuesday. If you are new here, Tuesdays is our day for cutting things out. So just real quick, today's supplies you're going to need. You're going to need paper, markers, scissors, tape, glue, any sort of thing like that, and a willingness to try. We are going to be working on something kind of fun, different today that is out of cut paper. So that's what's kind of cool about that. Everybody, my name is Jason Tharp. I'm an author and illustrator of some books. I have a good time. Can you do me a favor and turn these up top lights on for me? So I have books and everything like that you guys can check out. If you haven't been there yet, do you like free stuff? I like free stuff. Most people like free stuff. Most people like free stuff. So if you are looking for some free stuff, go over to my website. I have lots of stuff for you to download. So we're going to jump right into this episode because this takes a little longer. And one of the things I need help from everybody, if you like this, just click that like button. If you haven't already, click that like button. Click that like button. That's that little thumbs up thing right there. And then share that with friends. Kids, if you ask your mom and dad, hey, share this, that would be a great way to help the more people that we get to like it and share this. That's the way that more people can find that stuff. And if you guys have anything that you're posting, use the hashtag WonderFriends. That way I can find your drawing and I can post it. And if you got jokes, all that good stuff like that, they're all there for you to do. And don't forget tomorrow, wear your wacky shirts. It's Wacky Shirt Wednesday. I'm going to have on mine. I want to see what kind of wacky shirts you have too. Can't wait. Wacky Shirt Wednesday in full effect. Tomorrow is going to be a fun episode. Wednesdays, I have a feeling, are going to be your favorite days. So make sure you check it out. So let's switch over here, guys, and let's draw something. Let's get ready to draw. So usually what we do here, guys, is we do a warm-up scribble doodle. And today we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a warm-up scribble doodle. And before we do the warm-up scribble doodle, we're going to take that mindful minute real quick. And what we're going to do with this is just a time for us to get ready to create. If you're new, just coming in, what you're going to need for today is paper, scissors, tape, markers, glue. We're doing cut illustrations today. But what we're doing right now is this mindful moment. And what we're going to do is I want you guys to focus on yourself for a second because we spend so much time worrying about being kind to everyone else, which is awesome. But there also is a huge important part is to be kind to ourselves. And how we're going to do this, I want you guys to just take a breath with me and just say to yourself or out loud, I am me, I do matter, and I am super fantastic. Those are just like little tiny things that you can say to yourself. Maybe you're feeling down one day or things are bothering you, all that stuff like that. It's really cool. Even mindful moments work if you need to think about somebody else to make you feel better. Those are great ways to do it. So how we warm up for this show is simple. What we're going to do is we are going to stretch our fingers. We are going to get them limber. We're going to get them loose. We're going to do some push-ups. We're going to stretch them out. We're getting our hands ready for today. Now we got to get our mind ready. We're going to get our mind ready. And how we do that is we do a scribble doodle. How do you do a scribble doodle? You make a scribble. I don't care what it looks like, and you shouldn't either. I spin mine. When I spin mine, I draw from whatever it looks like. Guys, here's how it works. I want you to look at your scribble that you have, and you are going to make something from this scribble, but you are going to not follow along with me. You're going to make your own version of what's on this page and what you see. You're welcome to look up and see what I'm doing, but at this point, what we're doing is just like when you stretch when you're playing a sport or getting ready. You make sure that your brain is ready to create, and that's exactly what we're doing right here, is we're just making sure our brains are ready to create. So just make something out of this, guys. There are no wrong answers. We're just making something. Again, turn it into something doesn't mean that it has to be perfect. It just means that you've turned it into something. To get your brain ready to create. And I do a bunch of these a lot of times just to get my mind ready to make something happen. And that's kind of what I do. Look at that. I mean, he's kind of like a little monkey character, right? He is just like a little monkey character. Thanks for tuning in, guys. The K-Kids are in the house. What's going on? Macy, what happened is I hit the button twice. I tried to turn off something and I hit it twice. So that's what happened there, and that's why it was all wacky. So there we go. We are ready to do this. What we're going to do first, guys, is we are going to get some paper. Now, we all remember that if you don't have any like colored paper, white paper is perfectly fine. I happen to have some of this colored paper, and I'm going to use some of this. I'm going to get just a couple. I'm going to get a blue piece, and I'm going to get a yellow piece. And we're going to do two things with cut paper today. And the first one's kind of quick, all right? The first one we're going to do is we're going to set this other white paper aside. And guys, if you're new to this and you don't have the colored paper, let me show you a little trick that you can do. It's super easy. And I'll actually do this with the first one for you. Is I take some white paper. What's up, Vivian? How's it going, guys? So I got my paper here. And let's say I don't have a color I need. I just scribble on the page. It doesn't have to be perfect. It actually leaves a kind of a cool texture to the page. And now all of a sudden you have some colored paper. Now you can do this is the cool part about if you're using white paper, is you can always add another color to it, which even gives it a cooler kind of vibe to it, right? And you just scribble on it, and now you have colored paper. All right, now, so here's what we're gonna do today. The very first one's like kind of a quick warm-up exercise that I would like for all of you to do. And it's gonna involve you needing your hands. Does everybody have their hand? If not, I'll give you a second to run and grab your hand. Okay, you should have gotten your hand by now. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your hand down on your paper. Super simple, right? Then you're going to take a pencil and you are going to trace your hand. Okay? So far, are you with me? Just tracing your hand. I'm tracing my hand. I'm tracing my hand. And you're going to stop at the bottom right there, okay? Now, you got to stop to the bottom, and then you're going to just draw a line and connect that side to this side. So what it should look like is that you have an outline of your hand on this page, okay? You're working on your time capsule, Hudson? That's awesome. Are you having fun doing it, is what I want to know. Is it something that's exciting for you to do, or is it boring? If it's exciting, tell me. If it's boring, tell me. I'm trying to make those things to make sure you guys are having a good time with them. And if you have any ideas of things that you guys think that would be cool, make sure you let me know, because I would like to make those types of things as well, guys. So we're cutting out our hand now. That's what we're doing here. So once you get your hand traced out of there, I want you just to cut it out. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to have every little knuckle and all those things like that. You're just kind of cutting out your hand as close to you can get it as you possibly can. We'll watch your fingers, please. I would like for you guys all to keep all of your fingers. I don't want to see updates in the comments of, that was really fun, but I lost my finger. So let's please not do that. Let's make sure that we're keeping our digits. And I'm going around and around. I'm almost there. How you guys doing? Almost there? And around. And around. Cut that. And is there any good cutting paper songs out there? I feel like there should be some cut paper songs to make it a little more exciting. And we're gonna go around this side just like this. All right, so check it out. I have my hand cut out. Now check this out, give me 5. All right, so Now that I have this, I need another piece of paper. Let's make it a different color. So if you have like a different color paper, that's fine. If you have white, that's fine. You can just put that on there. What we're going to do is we're just going to put that there. Now, I'm going to take my extra piece of white paper, and I'm just going to cut a little piece off of it, okay? And you guys know this trick, right? We're going to fold this in half. And when we fold it in half, I want us to draw a circle on here. A circle. And you are going to cut around this circle. Now, guys, I don't know if you remember this or not, but these are fun facts about Cut It Out Tuesdays. Cut It Out Tuesdays are projects that I have never done before either. So when we do these together, I'm doing the exact same time as you are. Yes, I thought of an idea before we started, but I never actually made it. So that way I can make sure that when we're making something together, we're sharing an experience of creating something together. Now, I take my magic marker that happens to be one of my dead markers, and I wave it over this, and I tap it, and I say the magic words of yowza. And when I do that, 2 pieces show up, and I'm going to take those things, and I'm going to stick those right on there, okay? And I'm going to tape them down. I cut a too big of a piece of tape. Now, guys, if you feel like I'm going too fast, just remember that these videos are always going to be saved here, that you can always come back and watch them again. Check them on YouTube, all this stuff like that. They're going to be there. But I'm rolling mine. If you want to just tape yours down, that's fine too. I just roll mine and stick a little piece on the back and glue them down like that. If you have glue stick, even better, all that stuff like that. So I got my guy there, right? Now, here's what we're doing with this guy. This is your hand, right? And what's cool about your hand is you're like me. When I was little, I was small, just like you, right? And now I'm big and I'm tall and I'm much bigger than what I was when I was a kid. I have a scar that you can't see because this guy's covering it up, but there is a scar right here that when I was little was right here. And that's how much I have grown, okay? Now, here's the cool part about you. My hand's probably not going to change, but your hand is going to change. And this is a cool way to do something kind of cool that I think that would be, if you want a hint, I would give this to your parents when you're done because they'll want to keep it. You not so much, but they'll think it's kind of cool. So what you're going to do is once you get these down, I want you to kind of put your hand in place. And I want you to take a marker. And I want you to take the marker, and I want you to lift up one of these things. Or if you want a good, easy way to do this, is if I draw a little line here, it shows me where that edge of that hand is. And I want you just to draw the number 11 and then put that right over top of it. Okay? And then let's tape this down. I'm going to tape one down there. I'm going to tape this down right here. And if you don't have tape and you have glue, that's even better. If you have a glue stick, like you're winning. I still haven't went to the store to get a glue stick. I should. And we're going to glue these all around, just like so. Boom. Okay. Now that we got this in place, it's not going anywhere, right? Now, I want you to take your marker and I want you to draw 2 little knobbies on the bottom of this. Because guess what? Those are called feet, right? These are called feet. And then those 2 circles that you made there, I want you to put 2 little dots inside of there, just like that, all right? Now, we're going to put some eyebrows on here, right? And those are just some little arches, right? We know that, right? Now, a mouth. I want you to think about yourself right now. Do you have all of your teeth? Do you have a tooth? More than one tooth is teeth. One tooth is tooth. Do you have a missing tooth in the front or the bottom or anything like that? If you do, we're going to draw a line just like this. And we're going to draw another one right below it, just like that. Now, If you have a missing tooth in the front, let's say you pulled one out, I want you to put in that missing tooth. I'm going to pretend that I have 2 missing teeth, but I don't. I have all of my teeth, and I want you to fill in everything there. Okay? Just like this, okay? Now, draw the little lines in there. Boom, 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 boom. And that should look like you if you have some missing teeth, right? Do you have some freckles? If you have freckles, you can put some freckles over here. Kind of make it all of yours. And then I want you to put some arms. Arms are just going to be a couple lines going up like so. And draw a little on the ends. And let's put some lines on here. Just like so. Okay, guys, here is what this has to do with kind of cool, kind of fun, kind of neat type of thing. I want you to put in right here that little talk bubble, right? And put your name. My name is Jason. You would not put my name in there. You would put your name in there. So put in whatever your name is right there, okay? And today is April 28th. April is the 4th month. It is the 28th day of the year 2020. Right? And you can put down here if you would like. You could say something like, at home, 2020, COVID-19. Oops, spelled it. COVID-19, right? COVID, 19, right? This is a great way to make kind of a little fun time capsule kind of thing, right? That will be a great way to make something that you can keep for yourself, that your mom and dad can put aside or something like that. And then when you grow up like me and you're my size, you can put your hand back over top of that and you can be like, holy cow, I grew that much, right? Because you're going to grow and you're going to change just like that. So a lot of the things that you do, guys, as you grow and you start to change, I want to talk to you just for a second as we switch over to another piece. So clear off all the stuff that you just had. I want to talk about a wonder word, which is change, right? Change is our wonder word of the day. And when we talk about the word change, what I'm talking about, guys, is that as you start to grow, things are going to change for you. You're going to start to believe different things. You're going to start to like different things. You're going to start to want to do something different. And a lot of times we feel like sometimes that other people tell us that what we should and shouldn't like, right? Or you have friends that like something different than you, and sometimes you feel pressured. You don't have to feel pressure from them to like the same things that they do. They're going to like something different than you, and that's 100% fine. Just like your hand is going to grow, you're going to grow by learning. You're going to grow by meeting new people. You're also going to grow by some people not being friends anymore with you. It's just how life kind of works. Sometimes the people that are really good friends to us at one time eventually aren't friends sometimes, or they might come back later and stuff like that. That is part of change of life. So as you grow, just like your hand is going to grow, you're going to find lots of different changes, and that's okay. There is nothing wrong with change. Change is actually pretty cool, and I think that you'll end up liking it one day when you go through a lot of changes. So let's get some new paper. New paper, new paper, new paper. I'm going to use blue. If you have blue paper, this is a great one for the background, okay? And I'm going to grab some white paper. And I'm going to I have some purple paper, and I have some yellow paper. Okay. I got all these papers. If you don't have all those colors, that's fine, completely fine. It's all good. You guys can feel free to let me know where you're from. If you want to drop that in the comments, make sure that you're hitting that like button on there and letting other people know what's going on as I take a drink break for a second. Oh, that was good. That water is like so watery. All right, so we got all this stuff. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to make an octopus, okay? I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. We are going to make an octopus out of cut paper. Have I ever made an octopus out of cut paper? If you're a good listener, which I know you are, you will know that I just said that I have never made any of these things before. So, no, I have not made an octopus before. But today, with the help of you, I'm going to make one. So, guys, you're from Ohio? Buenos Aires. That sounds amazing. I hope the weather is awesome there. All right, so here we go. We're going to make an octopus. And what we're going to need is we're going to need a body. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs, right? Because there are 8 legs in an octopus. And I'm going to make my octopus legs 1 purple and 1 yellow. So if you have 2 pieces of paper, what I'd like for you to do is kind of stack them together and just cut some strips. Okay? Again, watch your fingers. Now, if I have 2 pieces and we're going to multiply, I'm not good at math, but we're going to do this kind of multiplication. If I have 2 and I cut 4 strips, what is 4 times 2? Anybody? Anybody? 4 times 2 is 8. Correct. And I'm going to set my 8 strips in front of me. Okay? These are going to be my octopus legs. Now, octopus legs, if you think about an octopus, on the bottom side of an octopus, we have the palm of our hands, right? Look at that. I have a Sharpie on the palm of my hand. Octopus have those suction cups, right? So what we're going to do is we're going just to take our marker and let's just draw some circles on these parts. Okay? Draw your circles. These represent our suction cups for our octopus. Suction cups. Why do they have to have 8 legs? So many circles. They don't have to be perfect. Just draw yourself some suction cups on there. Oh my goodness. This is so many legs. Okay. Now that we have the suction cups, let's set these aside for a second. Just off to the side a little. Now, one of the colors that you have left over, we have this purple, right? You probably have a different color or whatever. I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to draw, actually I'm going to do my marker so you guys can see it better. I'm going to draw a shape like this. So it's like if you drew a U and you flipped it upside down, just like that. Okay? And we're going to cut this out right along the edge. Okay. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Where you stop, just go straight across. So what you have is this shape right here. Okay. Now my blue that I have, I'm going to put that down right there. Okay. Just like that. All right. Now, white paper. I'm going to cut another piece of this off. Just like so. And I'm going to fold this in half. Wait, am I going too fast? Is that what's happening here? So we made our U shape, right? And we cut it out. And then we have our background color that we're putting it on. And we have our paper folded in half. That's where we're at. We're going to cut an oval shape. So instead of a circle this time, I want you guys to do an oval shape, just like that, okay? Now out of this oval shape, we're going to cut around And guys, if I am going too fast or anything like that, you could always rewind this back and catch up. No big deal. And we'll be able to catch up on this. And I can wave my magic Sharpie and tap it. And I have 2 eyeballs. Okay. Now, fun part is you can put your eyeballs wherever you want to put if you want your octopus to have its eyes all the way up there, you can totally do that. If you want your eyeballs all the way down there, you can kind of put them wherever you want. I'm going to put mine kind of right there. Okay? And I'm going to tape them down. Now, guys, remember something really important about this stuff. Is yours is going to look a lot different than mine. And mine is going to look a lot different than yours. That's the cool part. I want you to remember also, I also have never made these before. I'm making these at the exact same time you are, and we're having this exact same experience. Now, what's kind of cool about that, as we're putting our eyeballs down here, is that when we're having a experience and we don't know how to do it, what you're actually learning is you're learning something new about yourself. You're learning to try something new, and you're learning that sometimes not everything is easy. Now, I know that doesn't seem like it makes sense now, but what you're going to find is a lot of times when you go to do hard things, the coolest part is when you don't know how to do it. And you find out all these neat things about yourself, and you learn all kinds of new things about yourself that you can do some pretty amazing things. And when you were too afraid to try something new before, you missed out on those things. So when you try something new, you have a pretty cool opportunity to make some pretty neat magic in your life, right? Have you guys ever had a time where you've tried something that you didn't know would turn out pretty cool, and it turned out pretty cool? I know I have. So let's flip that over. Hopefully that'll give everybody time to catch up. Once we get those 2 eyeballs down, we're going to flip that upside down. And this is where our legs come back into play again. Now, our legs, I'm just putting them. Now remember, we put our suction cups, right? Even though you can see through mine, there's one side that is definitely darker than the other. I want to do the darker side facing, facing up. And I'm going to alternate my colors. Now remember, we got to get 8 of them stuck on here. So you might have to cramp them a little bit. You might have to bend them a little or stack them a little. But try to get all 8 of those guys all laid out. I already broke my own rule. Flip them so the dark side's up. Okay. And then keep going. All the way across. All the way across. I got one more. I got 2 more. Who decided to give an octopus 8 legs? What do they need 8 legs for anyway? Probably to hold extra tacos. That's my guess. All right, now that we have all those down, you're going to just take your tape and just put your tape across all of those. Okay? Because we want to hold those in place. And then flip them over. If you don't like that, you can change them if you want right now. That's a good time to do that. I think that I'm okay with mine. I would prefer that they'd be a little different, but you know what? Like, I want to go with it because I feel like I should, right? But you know what? I'm going to change one thing real quick. I'm just going to move them all over just a little bit. And the cool part is since I taped them all together, I can totally do that. There we go. Then I flip them over out there. Now, see, that's a good lesson in that I have issues sometimes with just letting things be what they are that could be kind of hard, right? Instead of like trying to fix it, because sometimes mistakes are all right. And that was a good example, right? So if you ever struggle with that, understand I have the same struggle. So I'm going to tape that down. So now he's kind of attached to this, right? Now, if you have a marker or anything, what you're going to do is you're going to start on one side. You're going to start on one side, and you're going to roll this. Okay? And then where you stop with the roll, you're going to let go of it. Boom! And if you need to roll it even a couple times, you can do that. And you're kind of training that paper to stay. Now you can also, if you don't have an extra marker, you can always do it with the pencil. You get the same effect. It'll be a little bit smaller, right? So you can take your pencil, and roll it just like this. Hold it for a second. Pretend like you're giving it a perm, like a hair perm, and then you let go of it. Kids, a perm is a thing that people do to their hair to give it curls if they don't have curls. I don't have hair, so I don't do anything to my hair. Connie, I'm happy to hear that you are enjoying this. This is kind of fun. I've never done this before, so I thought it would be possible. I was thinking about things that we can curl with paper, and I thought this is kind of a fun way to do a character. So let's go all the way around, guys, all the way around to each one of these bazillion legs that an octopus has, all 8,400 legs that an octopus has. Doesn't really have 8,400. It feels like 8,400 when you have to roll every one of these, right? And you can roll them at different spots, right? You don't have to stop just at the same spot. You can roll it all the way up at different parts, right? And see how I'm doing that one? Like all the way out, look what happens. It stays up there a different way. And if it stays too far, you can kind of flip it a little bit, and that will help open it up a little more. And you keep rolling it like so. All right. And one more. All right. Now I got all of my octopus legs. Good to go. All right. I'm going to put a piece of tape right down here on the bottom part so it stays in place too. Okay. Coolness. Look at that. That worked out pretty cool, right? And I got my eyeballs there. So now what you end up with is like this, have a cool sound effect. If you want, you can kind of play with them a little bit, bend them up a little. You can kind of think of it like you're making a little sculpture, right? You can kind of play around with it and make it a little different, have some fun with it, all that stuff like that. You can do a lot of cool things with this guy here. All right, so now that I have that in place, I am going to put a little more tape on this eyeball because it keeps flipping up on me here. There we go. All right. Now that I got that, I need to put the face on this guy. So face-wise, what we're going to do is I'm going to take my marker and I'm just going to put an oval in each one and color them in, right? You can change it up different ways if you want. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. Let's say that this octopus, let's see, let's say this octopus has some horns, because why not? Because it could. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to fold the paper in half, and I'm just going to draw a shape like this, okay? And I'm going to cut that out. Now, you're going to see something funny here. When I get my magic marker out and I roll it and I tap it, something happened here because I cut on the fold, boom. I do not have two. What I have is one piece, but check it out. If I cut right down the middle, Now I have two that I can put right behind this guy. And now he has some funky little horn kind of things. You can move those around any way you want and just tape them down. You can add any kind of accessory to this guy. If you want to put like a mustache on him, feel free. Like add in whatever parts you want. This is yours to do. Like this is your creation. And then I need some eyebrows, and I don't have any black paper, so I'm gonna scribble some black marker down. And I'm just going to cut around this. Just like so. And all I need to do is I just need to cut 2 strips because there's 2 eyebrows, right? So 1, 2. And then I take those and I put them, if I can get a hold of it, lift up. Hello. I put those right up here. Okay. And when I get them where I like them to be, which that seems fine to me, I'm going to put a piece of tape over each one of those. Just like that. All right. You might need to give it a good tap to make sure that it's down, all that stuff like that. Now, for your mouth and all that good stuff, what you're going to do is just take your marker and just put a big old shape just like that around the thing. I'm going to put a little bloop at the top of it. If you want to add anything else to this, I think that's fine. I have some pink, it'd be kind of fun. Let's say that I don't have pink. I have this, and I have a pink marker. I'm going to scribble some pink down here. And I'm going to take my marker, and I'm going to just cut a shape like a U shape. And I'm going to cut that around. And guys, I really want you just to kind of get lost in this part of just making something. Sometimes the best part of creativity is that you just get lost in it and you just make something, and then you make something that you didn't realize would be so fun to do, right? And that is the beauty of making stuff about being creative. I know I say it a bunch of times, but creativity is really something between you and the paper. You get to make the world that you would like to see when you're being creative. Now, I want you to see something. I'm going to show you a trick. You see right now, the edge of that, you can see the edge of that tongue. I'm going to hide it so that way it looks like it's behind the other picture. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to just draw that black line back over top of it. So now it looks like it's there. And then I'm going to take this marker and I'm just going to draw a line just like that. So now the tongue is there. Boom. Look at that. See how cool it is? You're doing some stuff here. You're just having a good time. And, like the blue paper, right? We know that like bubbles are blue. So you can put some like bubbles around the edge, right? Those are just circles overlapped, make bubbles. You can do that kind of stuff. You can add in different colors. Like if these are like horns that are yellow, I could easily put some orange lines on them, which adds like a cool element to it. I want you guys to have a lot of fun creating this octopus. Like, what should we name it? All that stuff like that. Think of all those things as you start to finish up your drawing, and make sure that you put your name on it and all that good stuff like that. That was fun. I really had a good time. I'm going to look forward to finishing this character and posting it for everybody to see the finished thing. And I would love to see everybody else's finished stuff. So as you guys start to wrap this up, make sure that you take a picture. Have your mom and dad or grandma or whoever you're with, take photos and post it in the comments. I would love to see what these look like. And also, guys, if you liked what you saw here today, do me a favor and hit that like button, that thumbs up. Push that, hit that heart button. If you loved it, let me know what you thought. And then share this with a friend. The way that we reach more Wonder Friends is through sharing. Sharing is caring, as we know, right? So share this with everybody. I would really appreciate that. And now, guys, if you're going to post this on social, do me a favor. Tell mom and dad, use that hashtag WonderFriends so I can find your picture. If you got a joke, make sure you use that hashtag so I can find it as well. And if there are any books, I write lots of books that you'd like to check out. They are all there. I'm sure they're available at your local library, on Amazon, or you can get them from your local bookstore also. So make sure you go check that out, guys. So as we wrap up, guys, I want to remind you of one thing, is that you have the ability to be the unicorn. What do I mean by that? That means that you have the ability to sprinkle your magic on somebody else's day because you are you. You're one of a kind. There is never going to be another one of you. You're a limited edition, and that is really amazing. So if you're stuck feeling like there's nothing special about yourself, I want you to walk over to the mirror. I want you to look in the mirror. I want you to smile. I want you to point to it and go like, you are pretty amazing because there's not another you around. So you have that ability to show somebody else that they are amazing. Make a picture for them. Leave it for them. Give your mom and dad that hand that we just made. Do things for other people is a great way for you to be able to sprinkle magic. It's the unicorn effect. And let's not forget how important it is to be good to ourselves. So if you're ever stuck, trust me, if you need anybody to ever tell you that you are pretty cool, listen to what I'm telling you. You in there are pretty amazing. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Remember, the key to happiness is to embrace your unicorniness. I will see you tomorrow. It is Wednesday. Tomorrow, Wednesday. Don't forget. Wacky Shirt Wednesday. Don't forget your weird and wacky shirts. I know I'll have mine. We're going to talk about a lot of weird stuff tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you tomorrow.